Hi everyone. I would just like to leave a message here, and that is it's part of society globally, worldwide, for families to always be together. Um, Even in the animal kingdom, families, where it's even dogs, wolves, they're in packs, right? But as a human collective, our job is to be in a higher perspective, in a higher light. We should be less aggressive towards our own cubs, our own children, our own families, but we are not. We're just as animalistic as we are as animals. We are animals. So, by that, what I'm trying to say here is it is never the duty of children to protect their parents in a sense of growing up. It is the duty of a father and a mother to raise their children and to protect their own kids. Not everybody has a healthy dynamic connection in their family, and if you don't have to feel like it's your culture or society to pretend like everything is good and dandy. Okay, living alone for many years can teach you so much about yourself and your surroundings and everything, because you don't have somebody conditioning you to think a certain way and be a certain way. What you do is you end up seeing things for what they are rather than what you want them to be, face value. And it's like, consider yourself blessed if you have family in your life. Just consider yourself blessed. If your family is sticking up for you, consider yourself blessed. Be aware that you are blessed. If you don't have that, be your own family. Not everybody is blessed in the family arena. And you should never feel ashamed if you don't have that blessing. It doesn't make you less than. It doesn't make you less valuable. No one should ever put up with any kind of abuse or pretenses just because that is your family. That's even worse. Because not only are you defending the abuses being done to you or other people that are close to you, but you're allowing it to happen, and you're allowing this mistreatment, and you're allowing yourself to betray yourself. That's not right. That's not right. It doesn't flow right. So if you're religious or spiritual or you're a conscious being, that should never be something okay. It's not okay. It's not righteous. It's not right. For example, back when I was shaving my head and all that stuff that was all that evil stuff that was done to me, and I was persevering and fighting through. You can go watch my videos from last year, excuse me. Some of it was this year, where I'm opening up and saying certain truths of what was going on at that time in order to cover everything up, which was deliberately done from my own mom and my mom's so-called boyfriend, who they're not even together, but they use each other. Lots of people have told me do something to split them up. I don't need to. They're old enough to have a conscious mind, and quite frankly, they deserve each other, okay? So, in order to cover things up, because I recall my mom saying, your aunts and uncles are questioning things. In order to cover that up, they started shaving my niece's hair, who at the time was only a few years old. And the rapist who was living with my mom, her so-called boyfriend, started shaving his head too. And they're making it look like we're a little duo, we're a little group, a family dynamic. And because of my circumstances, I wasn't allowed to tell people about it because I had so many things happening to me at the time. In my living situations, I had a 2-year police investigation. There was a lot of political things going on. There was some military things going on. There was a lot of stuff going on. Government organizations were getting involved. He even tried abusing my niece. You know, so in these cases scenario, guys, I had to leave the country. Not because I was at fault, but because it was the hand of God that pulled me out of there so that my family can never reach me ever again. Until this day, I make the deliberate action by blocking any form of communication with these people, because till this day, they will still continue to deny it. And my thing is, if you consciously or subconsciously choose to deny and to abuse your own child, your own daughter, your own niece, your own granddaughter, sorry, not niece, your own daughter, your own granddaughter, not only are you cursing your own bloodline, but you're harming yourself in the long run. You're harming the entire family. And the more you lie and the more you cover it up, energetically it's wrong. Spiritually it's wrong. Morally it's wrong. In every way, shape, or form, it is wrong. Guys, I'm at a point in my life where I will never be ashamed. I will never be afraid. And I will never feel weak by speaking up against these things anymore. Whether it's myself or other people. No way. When I was a lot younger, 15, 20 years ago, there was manipulation and gaslighting put in where no one would believe you if you tell them. Or it's part of our culture. You can't tell anyone. People will make fun of you. They'll laugh at you. So what? So what? So what? So what? I don't ever recall gaining my true self, my true power by keeping quiet about things that have been done to me or other people. What have you fucking gained? What did we gain? More abusers in the world? More rapists in the world? More families who believe they're doing the right thing by shutting up their own daughters? Come on, man. No. I've accepted a very long time ago that I will stay single. I will never marry. I will never have children. I will take care of myself. I will work. I will fund myself, and I will fund causes. And you know, it's amazing because the last how many decades of my life, you know, and I never really bluntly told people, but I have spent thousands and thousands of my own dollars funding Yazidi causes with my own money. And I'm saying thousands of dollars, not all together, but each. Palestinian causes. Here in Gyumri, orphan causes. Thousands each. I've been a funder. And in other areas, spend my energy volunteering, feeding the sick, feeding the elderly, since I was really young. Therefore, I'm categorized as a funder. I'm not someone that waits to be funded. So I'm a leader. I'm an advisor. I don't take orders, guys. I give myself orders. So what has this made me today? A lot more fucking powerful, a lot more empowered, self-contained, righteous, dignified, and honorable. And if you can see that, great. And if you can't, peace be upon you, because you have a lot of work to do. We all have a lot of inner work to do. Especially if you have children yourself. That's a whole nother karma right there. Sometimes, I worry about my niece because I raised her. Until this day, she cries for me. I could feel it. I've been told she cries for me. She must be 12 years old now. And I really pray that one day she'll wake up to the truth, because I'm 100% sure they condition her and lie to her about everything, There's a lot more I can say, I remember once, because I was raising her while her mother would be in the same room Skyping with her own mother, not raising her daughter when I would, for free, with no money in my pocket. I would feed her. The one time I didn't get the chance to take care of her, I wasn't even home. Her own mother, my niece's mother, apparently is sitting outside, and she lets her 2-year-old daughter, 2 or 3, or maybe she could have been 3, run right across the street, and a car is about to kill her, and her mother's just sitting there. The car is about to run over her. Our neighbor at the time, a white Canadian guy, grabbed, screaming. He runs and he grabs that little child and he puts her on the land, on his own grass. And he starts yelling at my sister-in-law. What the fuck are you doing there? She's just sitting. And he goes, I would have seeked, if that child got run over, I would have been in counseling for the rest of my life. He told all of us. He told the whole family. And my mom, till this day, no one's allowed to know about it. Instead of going and talking to her, How do you, as an aunt, how do you not freak out? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, she's not my daughter. But I did the best of my ability to condition certain aspects of, for her to know when she grows up that these things have happened. And he told me, and he told a lot of other people, the neighbor. I turn around, her mother, he is just sitting there laughing. She's not budging. She's not moving. Her own fucking daughter is about to get killed. Certain things are not accidental, okay? Especially if they repeat. But, I think I'm just going to continue to live my life in my own authenticity, in my own integrity, live my truth. I'm going to have my own website coming up soon, guys. It should be thehexwitchery.com. It's coming sometime this year. So, new projects, guys, coming. Let the good times roll.